Hello Scorpio and welcome back to Sage and Stone Tarot. My name is Jennifer. I just got finished doing your twin flame soulmate love reading for the month of December. And now I'm back because I am doing a winter solstice / Yule reading. I'm doing this for all of the zodiac signs. And for those who live in the northern hemisphere, we are entering winter. And so I know that those who live on the southern hemisphere are now moving into summer. But what this reading is about might have some messages that might resonate for those who live in the southern hemisphere, because the winter solstice / Yule is the shortest day and the longest night. And a lot of times during this darkened time, it can often bring a feeling of loneliness or depression or grief and memories of all we have lost. It is about um, a time to reflect and connect with our grief and our sorrow. It's shadow work. And this kind of feeling or this kind of reading or healing reading can happen at any time during the year as far as grief is concerned, or sorrow or shadow work. But I now live in Arizona. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. And before I go further, I am going to put a timestamp in the comment section below for those who do not want to listen to this and they want to go straight to the reading. I will do that. Again, I live in Arizona, and I have now for the last 3 years. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I also have lived in Connecticut and Pennsylvania, Virginia, and a small stay really in Florida. And what I found as I started getting older, I started to develop seasonal affective disorder. So moving to Arizona actually has done so much good for my emotional and mental well-being, and I just know that I need the sun. So again, this is a winter solstice Yule reading, and one of the things that I have come to realize is that the darkness holds its own kind of beauty, and this time of year can also be a time of year for dreaming, rest, and reflection, and like I said, honoring our sorrow, honoring our grief, if that is where we are at this moment in time. And Yule is about welcoming back the light. And I have come to learn that we must walk through the dark and honor her in order to embrace the light. So there are 4 questions to this tarot spread, which is not my own spread. I found this tarot card spread on a website called GaianSoul.com, Joanna Colbert. I will put her link in the description box below. And the first question centers in on the darkness and what you might be grieving. The second is a promise, the rebirth of the sun, or what is the promise of renewal. And the third question is about integration of dark and light, and what wisdom does the dark and light offer as they intertwine. And the last one is the gift of the dark. What longs to be remembered and restored? What is the gift of the dark? And what I will do is I always start off with some Moonology cards to give an overall sense of what the energies are going to be like during this winter solstice for you, Scorpio. And then I will get into the tarot with the Radiance Rider-Waite deck that I have. And for clarifiers, I use the Crystal Visions Tarot. And at the very end, there will be 3 messages of love from my Whispers of Love Oracle deck by Angela Hartfield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Moonology cards and what energies might be in and around you during this darkened time, during the winter solstice and Yule. Okay. All right. And what it is that I am trying to do is expand the readings that I have on my channel. I will always be doing the Twin Flame Soulmate readings, but I also want to expand on the kind of readings that I do here on my channel. All right. Okay. So there are 3 messages here for you. Actually, there's a total of 6. There's a total of 6 messages. The 3 that I've just pulled from the bottom of the deck, Scorpio, they're like a crowning energy or a main message. So as we move deeper into the month of December and getting closer to the winter solstice or Yule, we have the waxing moon. The energy is gaining momentum. So Scorpio, if you have, and I know that I have personally been feeling collectively as well as personally, the energy within and around me feels like it's gaining in strength or gaining in momentum, almost like feeling like something is about to happen or right around the corner. And so if you've been feeling that, know that there's a reason for it. Collectively, globally, as well as personally, we are all going through a very intense shift in consciousness. And so 3rd quarter moon, adjustments are required. So adjust as you are feeling the energy gaining in momentum. Adjust yourself to make yourself as comfortable. Take radical self-care, and if that is Epsom salts or diffusing essential oils, meditation, some extra meditation, taking a walk outside in nature, even if it's cold and you just need to have some fresh air, then by all means do so, because this time is going to be a time for healing. And if you have seen my Scorpio twin flame soulmate reading, then that would make a lot of sense for those Scorpio who are walking through a dark night of the soul, and there's a lot of time for healing. But please know, Scorpio, with all of this energy gaining momentum, adjustments being required, all of this healing work, we now have a new moon in Capricorn, and we are going to have a new moon solar eclipse in Capricorn. I believe that's correct. Your hard work is paying off. So all of the work, all of this hard internal soul work, your hard work is going to pay off, and confidence is your key to success. Another new moon card in Leo. So this, I feel, is solar plexus, the solar plexus, the seat of your personal power. So tap into the solar plexus. Do some meditations for the solar plexus. And remember, we have the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. So as you are maneuvering through this maybe at times chaotic time period, or if you are in a state of grieving at any kind, please know that nothing is yet set in stone, and to just allow yourself to like ebb and flow, like you see here with the ocean tides. That's how I feel when I see this card. That's what I envision, is the ocean moving to the shore and pulling back. So like, moving to the shore and pulling back. So nothing is yet set in stone. You are the co-creator with the universe. You are a co-creator with the universe. You can create the life and your everyday existence in the way that suits your body, mind, and soul. So, let me pull this out. I sometimes refer back. So now I will get into the tarot. And the first question is about the darkness or brokenness. And Scorpio, please know, you are not broken. You have never been broken. You are whole. You have always been whole. But circumstances, events that have happened in our lives can oftentimes have us feeling broken within. It is a feeling. You yourself are not broken. What have you lost? What are you grieving? And what feels broken within? Okay. All right, one more time. One more time. Okay. What is Scorpio grieving? What is loss? And what is this feeling of brokenness? Feeling of brokenness, grieving. Okay. Scorpio, right away for the group of Scorpio that I am connecting with, initially right away, I feel that this is a father wound, a family. This is a wound from childhood. And the bottom of the deck, what I pulled from the bottom of the deck is a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, and right in the middle underneath the King of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles. So the energy that I am picking up is that for some, they might be working through that feeling, what they're grieving, what you feel you have lost is a father or father figure that could have been a workaholic, that wasn't home, that they were... their work ethic was so much so that they were emotionally unavailable, not available for emotionally speaking. Might have been a good provider because all they did was work and they buried themselves in their work. And what I feel, we have the Two of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a young energy. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. With the Two of Wands, we have a lot of Pentacles, a lot of Earth. So this really is in and has been in your 3D world, your 3D material world. The Two of Wands, what you have lost or what might have felt broken is what I'm feeling based on what it is that I already said about the King of Pentacles, which I just dropped. Let me just get my card, Scorpio. I apologize. Let me get... Oh, thank you for your patience. Okay. The energy that I'm picking up with the King of Pentacles, the image, this is somebody waiting. I feel like paired with the Page of Pentacles and then the Ten of Pentacles, because the Ten of Pentacles is one's home. It's one's legacy. It is one's... I almost feel like, to a certain extent, that there might have been money. Like, money wasn't an issue. It wasn't a struggle, because this father figure or father was always at work and always working very, very hard. But it's almost, I'm getting a vision of a young child who was always waiting for their father to come home from work, their father to come home from work. This is that always, waiting and looking outside, that looking, which is the Page of Pentacles, and with the Ten of Pentacles, it's that constant waiting. And I feel that the group that I'm tapping into is that feeling of waiting. It's as if like the household had everything anybody could ask for, such as the material items, but what was empty was the warmth and the love that a home is supposed to encapsulate, that you should have had but didn't have. And with the Knight of Pentacles, again, I feel, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of all four knights, I feel coupled with the Two of Wands, It's like a constant surveying of the situation, the surveying of the land, trying to figure out what's my next move, what can I do to make this waiting stop, what can I do to connect to this King of Pentacles. So, and with the Ten of Swords, this has been very painful. It's been very painful, and it's something that I feel for the group of Scorpio that I'm tapping into, is that this is something that has been a source of grief and a feeling of broken within for a very, very long time. But I feel for those that I am connecting with, that this is something that is being tended to presently or will be, and it's something that has been a long time coming. So what I'm going to do now is the promise, the rebirth of the sun and renewal. What is the promise of renewal? What is the promise of renewal, of renewing and healing this feeling of brokenness or grieving? Okay. Okay. I'm being, okay. Okay. Promise of renewal, the rebirth of the sun for, oh my goodness, too many. Spirit. Promise of renewal for Scorpio. Promise of renewal for Scorpio. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Scorpio. This is beautiful. This is extremely beautiful energy. Okay. The bottom of the deck, the two cards that I pulled right away was the Tower and the Hierophant card. And this is promise, rebirth of the sun. What is the promise of renewal? With the Tower card, what I feel for the group of Scorpio that I am tapping into is that the return of the sun, you have allowed and are allowing everything to fall apart. You are allowing yourself to break down and break apart anything that has been built on a faulty foundation. And I feel that this is very internal. And this is a lot of deep soul work. The Hierophant, this is very deep spiritual, this is about higher spiritual learning. The Hierophant is the Pope of the Tarot. And so for some, I feel, have turned to their spiritual life. It has been their spiritual path that they are finding answers. It is connecting with that higher self, your higher power, and allowing everything to fall away so you can rebuild your heart. This is about forgiveness, understanding and forgiving that person that you were waiting for, like I said in the very first set of cards. If this is a father figure or a father who was absent, was a workaholic, or wasn't home, that constant waiting to be emotionally connected, this is about forgiveness. You forgiving and understanding that the person did the best they could with what they had at the time, with the knowledge that they had. And if they knew better, they would have done better. That's what this is. And the Knight of Cups to the Two of Cups, the return of the sun. There's a few messages with this Knight of Cups throughout this healing process for you, Scorpio. With the Knight of Cups, this is learning. You are learning that it is safe to open your heart, that it is safe to be vulnerable with your feelings and emotions, because you've done a lot of very deep spiritual work with the Two of Cups. And what I feel with the Knight of Cups to the Two of Cups, two things. Number one, see, the Two of Cups is a values alignment. This is a partnership. This is reciprocity. This is mutual love, mutual respect, mutual value, mutual appreciation. And initially, I feel that all of this love, this partnership, this unification, this unconditional love is what you have learned to pour into yourself. This is very radical self-love. This is learning how to parent yourself, how to learn how to love yourself and fill up your cup so you have a cup of love to offer others, which is the second message coming from the Knight of Cups to the Two of Cups. With everything you have been through, Scorpio, in healing these wounds from the past, childhood wounding and forgiveness, this allows you to offer your heart to another person that you know that is going to give you the reciprocity, that this love is going to be a partnership. It is going to be reciprocated. You have now learned, because the Two of Cups is directly in the middle, so you are learning the promise of renewal, and the return of the sun is the return of your heart. This is the return of your heart. And the Hermit card, you trusted yourself to step inside, to truly step inside, really deep inside yourself, to use this lantern. This lantern is what guided you. And that lantern is your heart. That lantern is your soul voice and trusting your higher self, your insight, your intuition, and your higher power. The return of the sun is the Empress, creation energy, manifestation, unconditional love, and beauty, because the Empress, the energy of the Empress is creation energy, and the Empress does not accept anything less than what is beautiful and unconditional love, beauty that is beyond the superficial. This is not superficial love. This is true unconditional love. Return of the sun. And because of that, like I said, with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups, you have returned to your heart, which is your Ace of Cups. The return of the light and the return of the sun is filling up your own cup to overflowing. This is your own heart that is overflowing with love, because you have loved yourself. You loved yourself enough to go within, deep within, and to really, really allow everything to fall away and to heal. Because again, with the time for healing, with the Moonology cards, and your hard work is paying off. So the next question is integration of dark and light. What wisdom does the dark and light offer as they intertwine? So what is the wisdom that you have gained with the dark and light intertwining with one another? I already see from this, the promise is that unconditional love. It just feels like there's a lot of love, a lot of unconditional love. And that is all of your energy. These were cups. You know, the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups. This is your sign. It is overflowing with love and emotion. Very, very deep love and emotion. Okay, so the wisdom of the integration of dark and light. Integration of dark and light. Oh, wow. Your energy is right here. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful energy, Scorpio. Scorpio. You have 3 major arcana cards. You definitely have tapped in to your higher power, and your higher self. You are definitely have been guided this entire time. This entire time. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. Your energy is here again. We have the Queen of Cups here. We also have the Ten of Cups. So you are front and center. This truly is your reading, Scorpio, this winter solstice. Okay, so the wisdom that you have gained that has been offered by the integration of dark and light. We have the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is facing the Eight of Swords. The wisdom that you have gained is that you have come to the realization that you have been able to unbind yourself from a prison that you had created within your mind that had kept you prisoner and had tied you down. You were able and have been and are breaking free. Breaking free. And as you have been breaking free, you embody the Queen of Cups. Unconditional love. Again, I mentioned unconditional love. The Queen of Cups is a very ethereal type of love. I always envision her like a fairy queen. To be honest with you, that's how I feel when I see the Queen of Cups. Intuitive, empathic, very, very etheric. It's an etheric, it's a very deep, very, very deep. Still waters run deep. And this is you. This is your energy, Scorpio. The wisdom. We have the Death card with the Ten of Pentacles. The wisdom that you have gained with the integration of dark and light. That there needed to be a very deep transformational, journey in how you are going to be leaving your legacy, how you are creating your Ten of Pentacles, which is going to be the complete and utter opposite of what you experienced as a child. And so this is a wisdom of the integration, and this is your energy front and center again, the Death card. That transformation was necessary. The Lover's card is right in the middle. The integration of light and dark. This is balancing the masculine and feminine energies within you, Scorpio. You have chosen yourself. You made a moral and ethical choice to choose yourself, to balance the masculine and feminine energies within, so you can create the legacy that you want to see, your Ten of Pentacles, your firm foundation of a happy home. The Devil in reverse. You have broken the chain. You broke the chain and have broken the chain of ancestral wounding, family quote curses. And the wisdom, you know exactly what your Ten of Cups, your proverbial happily ever after looks like. The wisdom that you have gained and are gaining through the integration of the dark and the light is that you have broken the chain. You broke the chain. You've chosen yourself. You truly understand what unconditional love is. You truly understand what it is to love yourself and to love yourself enough and know how to love someone else. And forgiveness, ultimately, above all, is true forgiveness. The last one is the gift of the dark. What longs to be remembered or restored, the gifts from the dark. Although I feel that this has already been answered, I just want to see what the tarot has to say any further, if anything. And this is the most beautiful of all, one of the most beautiful of all of the readings that I've done. I think the Virgo that I did before, the winter solstice, was another beautiful energy. But this energy, I just feel is it's so soul deep. It is such a deep well of unconditional love, Scorpio. And so, I mean, I just feel, and I feel a very, very deep, serene feeling within my heart chakra, just within my body. There's just a serenity there. And I feel that that's the serenity that you are moving into. Okay. Gifts of the dark for Scorpio spirit. Gifts of the dark. What is the gifts of the dark? Might not need any gifts of the dark. Is there any gifts of the dark you want to share? Any more gifts of the dark that you want to share with Scorpio? And if there isn't any, then I'm going to just pull some whispers of love. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put these up here. Last messages, gifts of the dark, what longs to be remembered and restored. What I feel, we have the World card and the Ace of Swords. This is how it came out. Again, you have ended a life cycle. I feel that you have ended past, like this is not just this life cycle, but this is life cycles and lifetimes past. Again, you have completed an entire cycle because you had come to this undeniable truth. You were able to come to this clarity and this truth with a lot of integrity, and you, like I said, broke the chain. The gifts of the dark, Four of Wands. The gifts of the dark is that you understand beyond a shadow of a doubt what it means to have a firm, stable commitment, harmony, and happiness in the home. Here we have the Knight of Cups again with the Three of Pentacles. The gifts of the dark, you can now offer this cup of love. You have offered it to yourself. Three of Pentacles is about cooperation, collaboration, and working together. You understand and are ready and open and willing to offer this cup of love, and you understand what it means to collaborate and cooperate and work together within any and all relationships. Although nobody's ever perfect, you have a very, very deep understanding now. Chariot, the gifts is that with determination and your will, you courageously, with strength and balance, had moved away from all of the pain and the fear and the wounding. This is a conquering fear conquering fear with love, unconditional love. And gifts of the dark, the Four of Swords, peace and serenity from within. After a very long journey, you are now coming to a place, or you will be coming to a place of complete inner peace and serenity. So to end this reading, Scorpio, Whispers of Love, Oracle by Angela Hartfield. 3 messages of love to take with you. Okay. Just this. All right, these are the 2 messages that I feel. All right, I'm going to pick this one as well. The first, the union of hearts. There is a connection of love that There is a connection of love that defies explanation. Now, normally when I do a twin flame soulmate reading, this definitely would indicate a twin flame connection, a soulmate connection, whatever it is you ascribe to in this kind of reading. For those who walk a twin flame journey, understand and know that as a twin, we are our own twin flame. It is through our twin and connecting to our twin that we understand that that is our mirrored soul, and that we ultimately are coming home to oneself. This is 28, which reduces down to a 10, which is a completion of a cycle. You have completed a cycle, which then again reduces it to a 1. This is spiritual awakening. This is a gateway into something brand new and a union of hearts. What I feel with this reading and this message is all of the work that you have done or will be doing over this winter and winter solstice and Yule is that you are piecing your heart together, which is going to allow you to bring in a union of hearts, whether that is a soul mate or a twin flame. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. This is something that was brought up in the reading. So yes, forgiveness. You have been working, and I feel that, and this is a 29, which is 11. So I feel that there could be a possibility that through all of this deep healing and deep forgiveness, that you can open yourself up to a spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. So again, the energy that I'm feeling for you, Scorpio, which was unexpected, all of this work that you are doing and continue to do throughout this darkened time of year, winter solstice and Yule, like I said, and going into this new decade of 2020, all of this forgiveness, all of this unconditional love that you are pouring out into your own soul is going to resonate outward, and spirit in the universe truly picks up on this energy. You are putting this intention out there, and don't be surprised that after all of the hard work that you have done, that you attract towards you either a twin flame or a soulmate or some kind of soul, sacred soul connection. If you haven't seen the twin flame soulmate reading that I've done for Scorpio, then I would check that out, because that has everything to do with a heartbreak and an ending. And this card here is a 27, which reduces down to a 9. And so that is cycles completing. And then you had completed a cycle with this card. So remember, you are your own twin flame, as well as a divine being of love and light. And if you liked this reading, Scorpio, please give it a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be updated on videos that I upload on a regular basis. And until next time, I wish you so much love and so much peace.